Let's be real for a second. Most people are using ChatGPT completely wrong, kind of like it's just a fancier Google. But the top 1%, they're using it in ways that give them a truly unfair advantage. The thing is, they're not necessarily smarter. They just know the right features to use and, more importantly, how to stack them together. So that's what we're going to do today. We are going to unlock that cheat code.
All right, so first things first, we need to really understand the fundamental difference between how most people use ChatGPT and how the pros do it. It's all about a massive, and I mean massive, mindset shift.
Okay, so here's the difference, laid out right in front of you. For the 99%, it's a simple question and answer tool, a smarter Google. You ask something, you get an answer. End of story. But for the 1%, they see a cheat code. They see a dynamic living system that they can build on top of. And that right there is the key idea we're going to unpack.
So, how do we get there? Where do we even begin? Well, the very first thing you have to do is stop treating every single chat like you're meeting a stranger for the first time. It's time to build your personal AI.
I mean, seriously, think about it for a second. Every time you open a new chat window, you're basically reintroducing yourself, explaining what you do, what you want, all over again. It's such a huge waste of time. The fix for this? I like to call it a context vault. It's essentially giving the AI a memory.
And setting this up, it is so simple. You just dive into your settings, go to personalization, and turn on memory. Now here's the pro tip. Most people just let it learn passively over time, but the real power move is to feed it the info right from the start. Just open a new chat and tell it, hey, just so you know, I'm a content creator, I focus on productivity, I like my answers to be short, with clear action steps, and please, no corporate jargon. Boom! Just like that, every single answer you get from now on is going to be perfectly tailored to you. And that's the magic right there. It completely changes the game. You're not talking to some generic robot anymore. Suddenly, it's like having a personal assistant who just gets you. They know your preferences, they know what you're working on, they know your style, and you never have to explain it again.
But wait, it gets even better. We can take this a step further and create separate project vaults. In the sidebar, you'll see a feature called Projects. So let's say you're planning a trip, right? You can make a project called Japan 2026. Then you just dump everything in there, your flight confirmations, your research notes, anything. You can even give it instructions like prioritize authentic local experiences over tourist traps. Now, every chat inside that project has all the context it needs, and your business stuff stays completely separate from your personal planning. It's so clean.
All right, so step 1 is done. Your AI knows you. Now for step 2, we've got to master what you ask it. This is where we go from just asking basic questions to getting amazing, high-quality results every single time.
Think about your work. How often do you do the same kind of task over and over? Writing certain emails, posting on social media, summarizing meetings? If you're doing anything on repeat, you absolutely need prompt templates. Instead of reinventing the wheel every time, you build one perfect master prompt that you can reuse again and again for perfect, consistent results.
Just look at this example for an email. See? It's not just, write me an email. No. It specifies the tone. Direct, confident, casual. It tells the AI what not to do. No corporate buzzwords, no fluff. And it gives it the exact structure to follow. This level of detail. This is the secret sauce that turns a generic robotic email into something that sounds clear, human, and professional. You just save it and fill in the blanks each time.
Okay, now we're getting into what is, in my opinion, one of the most powerful and just totally underrated features. Custom GPTs. Think of these as building your own little army of specialized AIs. Each one is a version of ChatGPT that you've trained to do one specific thing incredibly well.
And here's the real key, the thing that makes this work. You have to train it on your own stuff. So if you want a YouTube scriptwriter, don't just give it instructions, upload 3 or 4 of your best scripts. Why? Because it will literally learn your patterns, your word choices, your sense of humor. That is how you get an output that is genuinely yours, not that generic AI fluff that we all hate.
Okay, so we've talked about the tools. We've got the memory, the templates, the custom AIs, but the real game-changing leap forward, that comes from shifting your mindset. It's about changing how you fundamentally interact with the AI.
And if you remember only one thing from this whole explainer, please let it be this. The first output is never the final output. The biggest mistake people make is taking that first answer it spits out and just running with it. You gotta see that first draft as just the starting line.
Think of it like this. Most people treat ChatGPT like a vending machine. You put in a coin, your prompt, and you get out a can of soda, your output.
transaction over. But the power user, they act like a sculptor. That first output isn't the final product, it's the block of clay. And then they start to refine it. Make that hook stronger. Okay, now make this part more concise. Give me a better call to action. You're not just getting a snack, you're collaborating to create a masterpiece.
All right, next mindset shift. This one is so simple, but it will save you an unbelievable amount of time. It's called batch processing. Instead of asking for things one by one, which is just painfully slow, you give it a whole list of tasks to do all at once.
And I mean, just look at the difference here. It's insane. Writing 10 social media posts one by one, you're looking at 30, 40 minutes of back and forth. But with batching, you give it one prompt with all 10 ideas, boom, 5 to 10 minutes, tops. This simple shift saves so much time and gets rid of that tedious process that just kills your productivity. And once you get these mindsets down, you start seeing possibilities everywhere. You can upload a screenshot of your website and ask for design feedback. You can feed it a 2-hour podcast transcript and say, give me the 10 biggest takeaways. You can even use it to role-play a difficult client conversation to get your confidence up. You see? You stop using it to just do tasks and start using it as a strategic partner to design entire systems.
So let's zoom out for a second. When you put all of this together, the context vaults, the templates, the custom GPTs, and these new mindsets, what have you actually built?
You've built a system. It's not a search bar anymore. It's not a simple utility. It becomes a collaborative partner that knows you, adapts to your needs, and helps you think and create on a much higher level. When you stack these strategies together, it genuinely feels like you've unlocked something powerful.
Look, these aren't just a handful of tips. They're workflows, and they compound over time. The more you use them, the more powerful they get, and the more you'll wonder how you ever got by without them. So you have the cheat code now. The only question is, how are you going to use it?